What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Broc.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Broc, and we're once again big timed by Mr. Big Time Jeff Manning, whoever that is.
Yeah,
But the
Jeff.
show must go on.
Yeah, Jeff had an unfortunate accident. He was drinking some coffee and didn't realize the water hadn't stopped boiling, and he ended up getting third-degree burns on his tongue, so he can't really talk right now.
Yeah, so we'll have to catch up with him later. Hopefully the bandages come off soon.
Yeah.
Tonight we'll be discussing a legend. We haven't done a legend in a while. We're going to talk about Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Yeah. One of the one of the first big WWF bad guys I remember.
Hmm I don't remember much of that run as it happened, but I'm familiar enough with it. Like he turned on Hogan and all that, and
Yeah.
which led to WrestleMania 1, the main event
Oh,
for that.
no. That WrestleMania one was Mr. T and Hogan versus Piper Orndorff.
Yeah, that was the main event, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hogan versus Orndorff.
No, no, no. It was a tag team match.
Yeah, but they never fought at WrestleMania.
No, but they were in the tag team match against each other. Piper
That's what I
and
was referring to.
yeah. Oh, okay. And I can tell you, in that, if you watch any of that stuff back, it is not good.
No.
As in, Paul comes off as, you know, pretty much being a clan member.
Yeah, doesn't age well.
Ooh, like he's Piper's going off, doing his bit, and Paul Orndorff's in the background, doing miming monkeys and stuff, making fun of Mr. T. And I'm like, I watch it back and I'm just like, oh,
Well, didn't Muhammad Ali was really trying to get into the ring to fight him, wasn't he?
yeah.
Didn't he,
Like
didn't he have to be restrained at the event?
Orndorff had a history of being a little on the racist side. Like him and Tony Atlas actually got into a fight in a parking lot until the police came and then they had to be told, no, no, they're just going over their match.
It's part of the show.
Yeah, like it's funny because on some hands you hear nothing but amazing stuff about the guy. Like he helped a lot of people,
Hmm
and on the other half, you're like, yeah, he could be a bit of a dick.
Yeah, I think that's everybody who made it to that level,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
like I listened to Arn Anderson a lot, and Anderson said without Paul, he might have not even made it in the business.
Hmm
He said he helped him out quite a bit when he didn't have to. Like he said, if Paul liked you, he would go out of his way to help you.
Yeah. He's a member of the legendary Heenan family in the WWF.
And that's how he became good. Was he turned on the Heenan family,
Hmm
and they all jumped him. Hogan made the save, and they were a great team. I remember because Paul switched. He had his white trunks on, and then I remember him switching, and I remember my buddy Rob were watching it, and Hogan gets beat up by the Heenan family, and Paul makes a save, and then short arm clotheslines him and takes Hogan down, and my buddy Rob was like, "Oh my God!" Like he had never seen a heel turn. Like
That
he was just losing his mind. I
was one of
still
the biggest ones in history, honestly.
yeah,
One of the biggest,
clear as day. I
first
remember.
mainstream.
Yeah, I remember watching just Rob's reaction,
Hmm
and he was just blown away. He couldn't. He was devastated. Just made me laugh even more.
Yeah, unfortunately, my biggest memories of him were his WCW run, which was not that great. I think the biggest thing he did in that run was he won the Slim Jim Challenge or whatever it was called in '95, I think it was.
I thought he won the WCW tag titles with Paul Roma.
He did a couple times.
Yeah,
I think he was a one-time television champion, three-time tag champion, twice with Paul Roma, once with Jimmy Snuka, which I have no recollection of whatsoever. And then he won the
and because he was part of a group, and I can't. The group had such a stupid name.
him and Paul Roma were pretty wonderful because it's pretty
Yeah,
Paul Roma and Mr. Wonderful.
I thought that for me that was a great tag team. I actually liked it because
Pretty
they both had the
wonderful.
same builds and styles, and
They had a great theme song too.
um. But yeah, Paul was part of like I think it was Junkyard Dog and Sting and someone else. They were part of a group. It's going back a long time.
Yeah, I don't remember the group that they were in, but I just remember the Pretty Wonderful tag team.
And he was always like, and then he's also famous for knocking Vader out with his little creeper arm.
Oh, Vader.
He was wearing flip flops and he caught Vader and just boop, pulled him out. So
He
yeah,
was
Paul.
the American Wrestling Federation World Champion. I'm trying to look at his different accolades here. In Georgia Championship Wrestling, he won the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. He was a Mid-Atlantic six-man tag champion with Gorgeous George Jr. and Tommy Gilbert, the NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion in the Memphis territory. Um, NWA Tri-State North American Heavyweight Champion 5 times. The Mid-South Tag Team Champion 1 time with Ted DiBiase. Peach State Wrestling Cordell City Heavyweight Champion 1 time. He had the match of the year with Hulk Hogan in 1986. The match of the year for WrestleMania 1, the tag team match. He was the most hated wrestler of the year in 1986. And then he was only ranked in the PWI 500 1 time apparently in 1993. He came in at number 38. I
Really?
think he was on his way out as that was coming to be a thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember when he turned on Hogan, their first big match was in Toronto. And they held it outside at Exhibition Stadium. And what they did is they built the ring up like 5 feet so everyone could see it. Because this is back before the days of Jumbotron and stuff like that.
right.
And it became like a supercard.
Yeah, with them on top, it definitely would for sure.
And and then there's the whole famous steel cage thing where they're both climbing down, they jump
Land.
and land at the exact same second.
Uh-huh. I still hate the escape rules in a cage match, but it makes for drama like that.
It did. And but Orndorff was one of those guys where it was believable that he could beat Hogan.
Yeah. Yeah, he
He
was.
had the look, the build, the
Hmm.
viciousness.
Right.
His finisher, it wasn't just a pile driver; it was a jumping pile driver.
Hmm.
Like it put him and Jerry Lawler were the two big jumping pile driver guys. I think they're the only two that used it.
Hmm.
And I remember the first time watched Paul use it because I didn't like living in Canada. I didn't get a lot of Georgia and Mid South, and he didn't show up on a lot of videotapes. So I was more familiar with his WWF run.
Hmm.
And I didn't see too much of his WCW
Right.
other than him teaming up. I can't remember the name of the group he was with, and I'm trying to remember. I think it was like Sting,
Oh, here
Junkyard
it is.
Dog.
Here, I found it. The Dudes with Attitudes.
That's it.
The Sting, Lex Luger, Junkyard Dog, and the Steiner Brothers.
Yeah,
The name of that outdoor event you were talking about was called the Big Event.
yeah.
Guess how many people were there, though?
Like 78,000 people.
Pretty close, 76,000.
Yeah, yeah. That was
Pretty.
that was front page on the Toronto Sun. Like the newspaper carried it. That's how big of a deal it was.
What was the big event? What
So
else was on that card? Just out of curiosity. Let me see if I can find the card. The Killer Bees versus Jimmy Jack Funk and Haas Funk, two fake funks. The Magnificent Maraca versus Dick Tongo. Ted Arcadia versus and
at our CD.
Arcadia. Tony Gurria. Junkyard Dog defeated Adrian Adonis. Dick Slater defeated Iron Mike Sharp. Bobby Heenan, King Kong Bundy, and Big John Studd defeated the Machines, Super Machine and Big Machine, and Captain Lou Albano. Ricky Steamboat defeated Jake Roberts. Billy Jack Haynes defeated Hercules. The Fabulous Rougeaus defeated the Dream Team, which is the greatest wrestler of all time, Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake. Harley Race defeated Pedro Morales. That's a pretty big match. And then Hulk Hogan defeated Paul Orndorff via disqualification. He didn't even pin him.
Yeah, so that it was funny because that was a huge deal because that was their first meeting after the turn,
Hmm.
and they pumped it up in Toronto. And 76,000 fans is a freaking huge deal.
According to Wikipedia, there's another historic fact about that match. That's when Hogan debuted the Real American theme song.
Huh.
I didn't. That was originally made for Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham.
Yeah. So that was, he was always like I said, he was always an interesting guy. I liked him. He was for me. I didn't like him as a good guy. He made a much better heel.
Yeah, I mean the Mr. Wonderful gimmick kind of
Yeah.
needs to be a heel for it to really work.
Yep.
But
Him and Rick Rude had that same type of attitude.
yeah, yeah. He wasn't as flamboyant as Rude,
No.
but they both were like that body guy that you knew could beat you up too,
Yep.
which worked.
And they were both listed, being known for being legitimately tough guys. And
Yeah, you wouldn't pull ribs on these two guys.
no, and they're like, as Arn Anderson used to say, uh, he said there was a list of guys who were unfuckable with.
Yeah.
He goes, in WCW, he goes, you did not screw with the Steiners, Steve Williams, Paul Orndorff, and what was his name? Ron Simmons.
Okay.
He said those were the five guys you did not screw with.
Hmm. Makes
Anybody
sense.
else kind of was open season. He said those guys, nope. He goes, and the Road Warriors were on that list too. He goes, but they weren't always there.
Yeah, yeah. They spent half their time in Japan.
But he said those were guys, WCW at that time had a bunch of guys, and that's what that's what he said. They were, you didn't screw with any of those guys. And I
Makes
used the
sense.
Paul. Paul Orndorff is part of the Legends. He's only been part of the Legends a little while now.
Yeah, he's fairly new, maybe a
Um,
year or so.
I used his card at the latest Galacticon in Iowa, and I won a tournament with him. Won a Legends tournament with him.
Nice.
Uh, had some good matches along the way. I think my first match was against, I think it was Ty, and I can't remember who Ty States was wrestling, but we did nothing but it was like level two, name, level two, name. It was just nonstop back and forth on level two between the two of us.
Never-ending match.
We're like, oh my God, somebody. And then it was kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out. It was a great match. It had a lot of build to it. And
Hmm.
honestly, it legitimately was probably a 10-minute match.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, and then after that, and then I beat Vader with him. Like, what the hell? Like, but because I'm one of these guys who plays the odds and the numbers, Paul and won a tournament with him, and that got me into the Galactic Cup, which I went into the finals against the worst broken character in the history of the game. Eric Kanecki beat me with this some guy. I don't even know who it was, but it was so broken. It was
Well, at least he's out. He's now no longer can be used now.
no. And but if I were to create you know, to use Paul in a Legends Fed,
Hmm.
it would be I just recreate the Heenan stable because we
Oh, they're
got
all
it.
there now, pretty
We got
much.
Bundy, Stud.
Hmm.
Uh, if you want, you have Snuka.
Yeah.
You can team them up with some of these guys again. Junkyard Dog.
Hmm.
You know?
Dog doesn't have an official card yet.
Oh no, no, I thought he did. Okay,
I don't think so. I could be
so,
wrong though.
so many guys that I just assume nowadays,
Right, yeah, because there's not many left. We've got them all for the most part.
and but that's how I'd use him. I wouldn't be using him as a good guy. I don't even think even to
To
you know
turn them.
yeah, he'd just be a straight up heel all the time.
Can you put together the dudes with attitudes? I don't think you. I think those are a
No,
lot
you
of
don't have
guys we still
Staley
need.
and you don't have the Steiners.
Or Luger. Yeah, we can't do the dudes with attitudes. So there's no reason to make him a good guy.
No, no,
Um, yeah, the Heenan family is pretty much complete.
even Andre.
Yeah, you even have Andre. Let's see. You got Bobby Heenan, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
Paul Orndorff, Bundy, Stud, and Andre. Now you don't have Haku. Oh no,
not
do we
yet.
have No, not
No,
yet.
I don't think so.
We have
You can
Harley
even go
Race,
back to the AWA. You could get
but you have Harley
Bockwinkel and
Race.
Ray Stevens,
Yeah.
Harley Race. And there's so many. You can make a really awesome. They could just take over. You can bring them into Champions of the Galaxy as the Heenan family and take on the FDF.
Yep. That's a perfect way. You know, how would you use them in your GWF? Well, you bring in the Heenan family.
Hmm. Yeah. Santos makes a call to an old friend.
Andre comes in. Andre can take on Alpha Force.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I mean, there's enough heavy hitters in that group
Stud
that
and
you could.
Bundy can take on Star Warrior and Thanos.
Hmm.
Paul Orndorff can take on Colossus. Harley Race can fill it out and take on who's whoever's left. Hercules. Yeah, you could. That's a good way you could possibly use them.
Yeah, that'd be a fun storyline to play out too. I wish I
Like
could just find a list of members. Here we go. WWF members. Adrian Adonis has a card. Andre has a card. Barbarian has a card. John Studd has a card. Tully Blanchard has a card. Buddy Rose has a card. Um,
Tully
Harley
Blanchard was
Race.
owned by Heenan.
Yep.
Well, not married. Managed
Whenever he had that brief WWF run.
the Brain
Harley
Busters,
Race.
where they ended Demolition's long run.
Yeah, that's right. Bundy, Missing Link, Kurt
Rude.
Hennig, Rick Rude, and then there's just a handful that don't have cards. So yeah, that'd be quite a stable.
Yeah,
This is according to the WWF Encyclopedia. All the members of the Heenan family.
yeah. That'd be one way you could bring him into your GWF bed.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I could even see like giving him a face run, a brief one, like have him turn on somebody. Just call him Mr. Wonderful because people don't really use their real names in the GWF.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be a good time.
yeah. You definitely could do it. I don't see a reason why not.
Mm-mm. He's a tough enough card too where he can hang in there, especially with the earlier cards.
Yeah. Now his finish was a +2, if I'm correct.
I'm not sure. I don't have his card in front of me.
But he's a solid competitor. Like I said, I won a tournament with him, so it's not like
Yeah.
it was a tournament of other legends, including Vader and Race were in there, and so and Bob Backlund. I think that's who I also beat with him. I think I ended up beating like Race, Backlund, and Vader along the way with him.
Wow, that Harley race card's pretty good. I won a Legends tournament, I think in 2018 with the Harley race card.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
Good times.
So that's how we both probably do it. Bring the Heenan family in.
Yeah, I would just like to see the Heenan family versus the GWF as an invading force.
Yeah, you make a big outsider group where they're coming in to take over.
Hmm.
Maybe two groups have to team up to take them down.
Yeah, because if you, I mean, there's 10 plus guys that have cards that we just
Yeah.
rattled off.
They come in and enforce the Citadel and the FDF to team up to take on
Yeah,
that human family.
I like it.
It's writing itself,
it.
folks.
It is. It's up to you, promoter. I know Tom doesn't like mixing the legends with the GWF.
No, no, he gets upset when the Legends beat his GWF. I remember when Jimmy Snuka won a Canada Cup and he got pretty.
Well, his reasoning makes sense. Like these are the best representation of the entire galaxy.
Yeah, but you also have Ursa Major and Pollux and
Yeah,
Plethador.
true.
So
Those guys are there to
can't be
get
that
beat.
much of a
True, true.
can't be that much of a best of the best.
We should make Legends of Wrestling stats for Plethador and see how he hangs in the.
But I think what happened was because the final match is in a torture chamber and Jimmy Snuka has got like an into the turnbuckle as well.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
so he's just pounding you.
so yeah, he's got four or five moves because I think it's
It
head
only
into the
fails on a
turnbuckle.
one.
Yeah. So it's just all like 5 downs on level 2 or something ridiculous. So you just
Yeah.
offense, you're down.
And there's some guys that are just made for special matches, and he'd be one of them.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's what we do. That's what we'll do there.
Yeah, I don't really have any like real fond memories of Paul Orndorff. I kind of missed him. I missed the peak of his career. Well, I was alive, but I was too young to really remember it as it happened.
And then you do it was just the his brief WCW run.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like I said,
Which I mean was
I
good.
remember him winning the tag titles with Paul Roma. I didn't know they won it twice. I just thought they won it once.
I don't remember him teaming with Jimmy Snuka at all at WCW.
But the
But
scary thing
apparently,
is that means Paul Roma is a 3-time WCW tag champion because he won it with Arn Anderson.
yeah, when he was a horseman.
Yeah. That would mean Arn won the WCW title with 5 different tag partners.
Well, that's like Cody Rhodes right now. Cody Rhodes has a bunch of different tag partners in the WWF or WWE as tag. He was uh, Hardcore Holly,
Yep.
Ted
That was his
DiBiase
first one.
Jr., where he turned on Hardcore Holly and was Ted
Yep.
DiBiase Jr.'s mystery partner. And then he won them with Drew McIntyre.
He won them with his brother
We won him
after
with his
Dusty died
brother.
because he knew that was going to happen.
He won him with Damian Sandow too, I think. Didn't they win them as the Rhodes Scholars or something like that?
I can't remember. My in the last probably 4 years, my WWF is I'll watch it, not watch it, watch it, not watch it.
That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look that up. I think they won the tag titles, and then just recently he won them with Jey Uso. So that's 5 different championship tag partners that Cody Rhodes had in the WWE. I don't think he held them very long with anybody,
No,
but let me just confirm that. Raw Tag Team Champion 4 times. Drew McIntyre, Goldust twice, and Jey Uso. And SmackDown with Jey Uso because those are unified. Hardcore Holly, Ted DiBiase Jr. They won the one. He was never tag team champion with Damian Sandow, so he only has 4 tag partners. It looks like no 5, 5. It would have been 6 if Damian Sandow. Billy Gunn's had a lot of different championship tag partners as well. We're going off on a tangent. I'm done.
yep, yep.
We'll save this for another time.
We're veering away here.
We're way off topic now. Cody Rhodes is not in any way related to Paul Orndorff.
Nope. But we can get back to this. We'll do our little Mount Rushmore, and we're gonna do our top 5 pizza toppings, our top 4 pizza toppings. So you get your
All
four
right.
plus one um additional, little statue at the bottom of the hill type deal.
All right.
So what would your top toppings be?
I'm a meat lovers guy, so I'm gonna go pepperoni, salami, ham, and my number one, Italian sausage, And my honorable mention, banana peppers.
Okay. My four might upset some people because it's weird. I like vegetarian stuff on my
Okay.
pizza. My favorite pizza that I currently eat when I go out right now, jalapenos,
Okay.
green olives,
All right.
and pineapple
All together.
all together. So you got the sweet, the heat, and the salty in one pizza. It's surprisingly good.
I'd eat it. I'd give it a try.
And then you throw in the old pepperoni.
Hmm.
You
Pepperoni's
can't go
just a
wrong with it.
staple.
Yeah.
You need it.
And then I do like the ground beef on the pizza as well.
Yeah. Do you have any pizza toppings that you do not like?
Onions.
Okay.
I don't even allow onions in my house. I can't stand the smell of them. Oh, it just smells like bad BO. Really, that's what.
It's true. It does.
And I'm not a fan of green peppers.
Okay.
I'll eat them,
Hmm.
you know, but I'll never order them on a pizza
Yeah.
ever.
Like if they're on a Supreme, I'll eat it. I can't have mushrooms. I'm allergic to mushrooms. Me and Sam Looptack have that very uncommon allergy that we share. I don't really like olives. I'll
See,
eat them, but I never
I
look for them.
I don't like black olives, but green olives.
Okay. I prefer black over green.
I had uh I had a boss. Every time he'd order pizza for us. So if you worked on a Saturday, he'd buy you lunch. But
It's a
he'd
good
order pizza.
management tactic.
His pizza was always ground beef, green olives, and pepperoni.
That's an interesting combo.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, it actually tastes not too bad.
Free pizza.
Yeah,
Not gonna shake, not gonna shake a stick at that.
no, you're getting time and a half
Hmm. And a free
plus a
lunch.
free plus a free lunch. And you're just doing inventory, so it's not like you're working.
Yeah,
All I
it's
had to
true.
do was take stuff off racks and put them down for other people to count.
Can't beat it.
So it was simple, but he bought you lunch once a month. I signed up, and hey, it was good.
Nice.
That
Yeah,
was, those are my plus um the one pizza I like, and I've talked to Pete Beck about this and his wife, dill pickle pizza.
I like it. That's where you get the ground beef.
No, 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 it just instead of sauce, you use a garlic,
Hmm.
a white garlic sauce, some pizza, some different white cheeses you can have.
Hmm.
Like you can have Swiss, uh, you can have a Parmesan, um, and then you put your dill pickles on, and you some oregano topping. Oh, I had it once and oh, so good. And then I decided to make it on my own. Fantastic. And other
Listen
people
to
look, they're
this.
like, sounds gross.
I've had cheeseburger pizza, and listen to
Oh,
this. This is disgusting. The sauce is a ketchup mustard blend,
yep, that's gross right there. Just saying.
cheddar cheese, all right, ground beef, and pickles. I couldn't eat it. It was so disgusting.
McDonald's in Canada used to have pizza. I don't know about the States, but we used to have pizza.
I'm sure they have at some point.
And they did. Now there's only one place left, I think, in the U.S. that serves pizza, and it's someplace in Iowa.
Hmm.
And
They just have McDonald's toppings.
and it was I'd get the ground beef, I'd get the cheeseburger pizza with no onion,
Hmm.
and it was ground beef, double cheese, pepperoni. Oh no, no, yeah, it's ground mushrooms, and I can't even remember what was all on it, but it was a good. They made a decent pizza.
Nice. Good
So
stuff. Yeah, I
wasn't too
like
bad.
pizza. I'm a
Oh,
fan.
I I am pizza's bitch. You put
Yeah.
you put like I gotta watch what I eat. Somebody ordered pizza and I'm like, son of a bitch. Guess
Yep.
I'm losing weight today.
5 to 6 slices later.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
orders pizza. I don't have a cutoff valve. My wife is like, let's get pizza.
Yeah, I can very easily eat a large pizza myself and still have room for more.
Now, when I was in high school, we had uh, a fundraiser. So you'd have to get people to sponsor you. Yeah, give me a quarter for every slice I eat.
Hmm.
People would do that, so you have to raise money.
Yeah.
And so Pizza Delight sponsored our school team, and we packed the place. And there were all kinds of So the team got the pizza for free, but other people were ordering pizza as well. And ours
Hmm.
was just pepperoni and cheese
Okay.
pizza. That's it. Nothing special. And we were given 3 hours to eat,
That's dangerous.
and I ate 32 slices of pizza.
Nice.
And I didn't even win. There was a guy named Sandor Cardos, Alex. If you ever read the old GWF newsletters, I talk about him. He was a big bodybuilder dude, but he
Uh,
ate 35
nice. He
slices of
did it
pizza.
for the kids.
And I remember being so full. I'm like, oh, I can't move. I
Yeah.
hurt. My stomach hurts.
There is a penalty to eating a lot of pizza because you can start to feel it reforming in your stomach.
Yeah,
A brick
all that cheese.
that eventually has to find its way out.
But let's wrap this up here.
Yeah, and we got to mention extra cheese has got to be on everybody's base, right? If you don't
That
want extra cheese, there's something wrong with you.
And there's different toppings. Like my wife's favorite pizza is a barbecue chicken pizza, where they use barbecue sauce instead of the marinara sauce. If you
Hmm.
know.
That's always good. I like a good specialty pizza from time to time.
Yep, you can't go
Good
wrong with that.
stuff. Now everyone's going to be hungry for pizza. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please scroll on down to the description where you can find all of our friends who make Filsinger Games related content, including the official Filsinger Games podcast, Roll Up, the Legends team's Uncharted Territory, Dizzy Dice by Lee Lamprey, the Filsinger Games fan cast from Grant. Here on YouTube, you'll find Grant's solo promoter, Bucky, Brad Plays 81, after further review, and Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling. He streams live on Saturday evenings. You can check that out. I'm getting back into streaming my NDW Fed live on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern. I've been on a little hiatus between the flu and not having a computer and all kinds of other illness in the house. So hopefully I'm back on track until the baby gets here at least. So we'll see how far we get into the new year here, but that's the plan. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, please click that subscribe button so you get notified whenever we post a new video. Even though it's pretty much every Monday at noon. But anyway, just that little reminder. Plus, we have a goal of 164 subscribers in 2024.
Yep.
So we're about 24 away from that. So click
No,
that
we
subscribe button.
we lost one. Somebody dropped out. We're
Oh, I
down to
wonder who that was.
139. Son of a bitch.
We'll have to figure out who that was and find out why. Actually, I
Yep.
don't really care. So anyway, we'll see you next week, everybody. Have a happy 2024, even though we're like 3 weeks in now. But enjoy, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Later.